Welcome back to FallingFoxGaming, everybody. I am your host Blaine, and today we're going to be playing some more Mountain Blade 2, Bannerlord. Now, when we left off, we had just sent our two brothers out in their own parties to kind of make a name for themselves. They only have about 10 troops each, so we'll see what happens to them, but hopefully they do a pretty good job of just kind of hanging around and being a general menace to the local bandits. As for us, we went and did a bunch of minor quests and just kind of went around doing a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, collecting troops and training them up. Now, as for the quests themselves, we only got a few of them done. The big problem we ran into is that it took us a long time to find bandit parties to actually take out for some of the quests, so we end up having some issues there. So it's a little while down the road here, and we have trained up our troops. And unfortunately, that also means it kind of bankrupted us a little bit. We're down to 7,500 dinars. And we were actually at quite a bit lower than that, but we actually recently captured a fairly large party and we, ransomed them, so we got a decent amount of money. And that has been a kind of a rolling problem for us. Right now, I think we're actually doing pretty decent. I think we have, expected change negative 250, so anywhere between 250 and 300. We're pretty set. We're actually not that bad right now. But I have been getting a little bit nervous about the money, so we are going to kind of be a little careful with what we do. And what we do is we are actually about to take on this hideout. But right as we were about to kind of capture it or go into it to take it down, I saw these guys. There's a group of 30 forest bandits. That would be amazing to take out because I think we should be able to whoop them pretty good. So we're going to try that first. I think we're quite a bit faster than them. So yeah, there we go. Perfect. That was really easy to catch them. Now our numbers are pretty even. 26 to 30. They outnumber us a little bit, but technically we have the higher tier units, I think. Now this is probably the first battle where I'm actually going to pay attention to where we are lining people up. I think we're just going to kind of rush in from the side. Now, there's a decent amount of them, so we need to make sure we get our melee people going in first. So let's just, let's start and see where we're at. So now we're going to have the infantry move up. Yeah, we're going to have them move up. Did we seriously lose people already? We lost archers? Wait, oh no, is that Rosalina? Okay. Everyone's just going to have to engage. This is ridiculous. I didn't even actually think about this. That's 30 archers we're facing. That is a pretty dangerous group. So I guess, realistically thinking about this battle, I'll just be happy if we end up with people after this. I didn't really think about that. Forest bandits are actually a lot more dangerous than, say, looters. I think I was actually thinking about looters when I found the group or saw the group. Okay, I don't know what it is, but I am having an awful time with this sword. Yeah, I can't seem to hit anybody. I don't know if it's just my timing or what, but I feel like I'm hitting people and then my sword doesn't connect. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I might actually just swap it out for a one-handed sword at some point. I do like scimitars. Okay, yeah. Did you just block my... You blocked my two-handed swing with a freaking bow? Okay. Sure. Okay. I think I have probably been the most useless commander in all of history in this fight, and it looks like we have some people left at least. Oh man, that was a scruffy fight. Scruffy. Well, at least we have like half of our people alive, right? That's what it looks like. Now, see if we can just get some free kills here. 50 damage. I can't even kill one of these freaking looters in a single hit. They have no armor on. How does it not kill them? Like, I get that my guy's not like all that proficient in it, but it's still a sword swinging at your head. Okay, we won. That was embarrassing. So we lost 9 people. Infantry, recruits, trained. Okay, you know what? Wait, hold on. Did we lose 2 guys to our own people? Hold on. Isn't that what that means? Doesn't -2 level up mean that they killed themselves? I'm really salty about Aurora getting taken out literally at the beginning of the fight. That sucks. Because she needs levels too. And a ton of prisoners. You know what? We'll take all of that. Hold on. We're going to go ahead and accept that. We're going to be over our prisoner limit, but that's okay. And that is what I was hoping for. So we got a fairly good chunk of loot. Oh, that's one thing I did do. I swapped out Elida and Astrid's weapons. They were using two-handed axes, and I swapped them over for one-handed axes because that's actually what they need to train in first. And the bushwhacker is the lowest level guy, so we'll just get rid of a couple of those to make our parties even out. Okay, now unfortunately for us, there isn't a really close town. I'm gonna go try and turn our prisoners into the castle over here. I don't know if there's really any good point to this, but I'm gonna try and see if it works. Okay, yep, they're not letting me in, which is fine. I honestly didn't expect too much. There's another group of bandits here, and we're faster than them, so I'm going to attack them too. Now, I'm on kind of a roll of just taking down bandits. So part of the reason why I'm doing that, these guys are dangerous. They're forest bandits, so I don't really like fighting them, honestly. But it is helping our troops level up pretty rapidly. One thing I've noticed is that we are leveling up a lot faster fighting the forest bandits than we were against the looters. So it's kind of worth it. Alright, well that was simple enough. We just kind of beat them. Now the reason why I'm actually fighting them, like one of the big reasons, is we're getting a bunch of free loot from them. And it's pretty easy to get. Okay, seeing as we're not allowed to donate our prisoners, we're going to go ahead and go ransom them here at Rotea really quick. And then sell some of the miscellaneous stuff that we grabbed. We got 3,100 dinars from them. And I'm actually going to sell the hardwood that we got from the other quest that we did. That'll get us some trade skill. Yeah, double our trade skill. It was at 5. We could probably recruit a few more Imperial recruits as well. So one of the issues that we're going to run into sooner rather than later is that we kind of reach our limit with who we can fight by being on our own. So here we go. We're going to recruit all these people. This is exactly what I was hoping to find, a whole bunch of them. I'm thinking within the next maybe, I don't know, in the next short while, we are going to go ahead and join up with a faction. I don't know which one yet. Okay, so while we're waiting for nightfall, let's discuss who we're going to team up with. I'm thinking that we're going to team up with one of the factions as a mercenary. I was actually thinking about going full in and going as a vassal, but that has too many negatives when we leave, or if we leave. So I was thinking that we would pick one of the factions and just kind of go in as a mercenary to test the waters and see how we like it. Okay, so it looks like we are ready to attack here. Now, a lot of our actual companions are injured except for Veronet, so we're not going to bring any of them. We are going to leave... I'm going to leave the Imperial Infantryman and bring Veronet because she has full health. Ooh, so does Sylvian. Sylvian keeps dying though. You know, we'll bring her. That's just what we're going to have to go with. Now, we got to be careful. If we get taken out in this, we actually end up losing. So let's go ahead. Why is everybody in weird formations? Oh, well, I guess that's what we're doing. I'm just going to kind of hang back for the most part. I want to get involved if I can, but I need to make sure that I am never on the front line, because if I get taken out, we automatically fail this whole thing. And unfortunately, I just really don't have the armor to put up with, like, any kind of attacks right now. Oh, that was awesome! I can't believe I get him from here. Okay, get people to kind of, like, group back up here. Don't go away. That's cool. They're picking up their weapons. Now, let's go up this way. Wait, hold on. What's going on? Dang it. Okay, have them all attack. What are you doing? Go up there. Team up. Oh no, they're shooting at me. Don't shoot at me. Stop shooting at me. Ah! Okay. Okay, go Sylvian. Oh, Sylvian gained a level and then she... Oh, that's Baronet I got taken out. Sorry, I'm trying to actually watch our people and see what they're doing. Okay. Get that guy and then group back up. Not... Oh, dang it. Come on, don't... Get him. Get him. Okay. Group back up. Oh, there's a bad guy. Get him. No! Dang it, our trained archer. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we have a fairly big disadvantage when it comes to this. I don't fight duels with brigands. We're gonna have everyone charge. Everyone charge. Get him! Get him! No, I don't want to die! Now remember, I can't die. If I die, we lose. So we need to actually win here and stay alive. Okay, I did not help at all during that. I'm the commander. That's, I guess, my role. I need to stay alive. Man, I almost died there. Oof. These are still difficult. I'm not going to lie. These are things that I'm not exactly excellent at. I do rely on a little bit of my armor when I come into these things, and I do not have that yet. Now, we got a good amount of prisoners, so a little bit of money, I guess. And we got some Empire peasants, which is basically civilians that will eventually upgrade to recruits. So I'm okay with that. I kind of like the idea of bringing along like people that we rescued. Alright, and the quest auto-completed, so we are done with that. Good. And we're back up to 13k, which is really nice to be at. I was honestly getting a little nervous there for a little while. We actually, at one point in time, we were down to like 3k, and I had no like foreseeable income, so I was getting pretty nervous. There is a pack of sea raiders here that we're going to go ahead and chase down. Okay, now I really like fighting Sea Raiders. Not because they're particularly fun to fight, but because they drop some good loot. Maybe I'm gonna have to start kicking these people off horses and actually just have them on foot. Yeah, Astrid, Elida, and myself. I'll leave myself with a horse, but I might take Astrid and Elida's horse away. I left them on horses because I wanted them to potentially get around faster, but I haven't used that at all yet, so I feel like I need to just take that away. Alright, so we're just gonna have everybody engage, except for that guy that apparently just stood there for 18 extra seconds. And our recruit's carrying the banner. I do like that. That's kind of cool. Alright, got a little bit of damage in there. Got our riding skill up a little bit. I like that. Now, as for these guys, it is a little sketchy that they have pole arms. I didn't actually think about that. Do they have pole arms? I was expecting them to have axes, honestly. I was not expecting them to have pole arms at all. Now, unfortunately... Oh, yeah, I forgot our companions are actually really weak. Probably wasn't a good idea sending them in. Well, hopefully that'll help them gain their medicine skill up faster. Ooh, and that's always nice. A tournament right here. Convenient. Now let's go and dump off some of this miscellaneous gear that we are not going to use. All right, and there's 2,300 dinars. Not bad. So we're up to 1,600, or 1,600, geez. 16,000 even before this tournament that we're about to do. Okay, so if we win this, we actually get a pretty decent helmet. It's not amazing by any means, but it's tier 3, which is much better than what we have on right now, which is, I think, nothing. Oh boy. And I'm starting off on a horse. Oh, I forgot I'm hurt. I should have healed up first. I didn't even think about that, dang it. Shoulda healed. Alright, got the archer down. I don't know what our people are doing. Our people suck. Come on, guys. I've taken out 2 people myself. On what team are we on? Red? Alright, there we go. Doing decent, doing decent. Now this guy. Go ahead and just poke him with my stick here. Or attack the horse, whichever comes first. Now honestly, attacking the horse is not a bad idea. Because he'll fall over, and then I think our guy should be able to beat him. Come on. It's a brigand. There we go. God. That was painful. Alright, the next round we have the exact same team, which did not do good last round, so that kind of makes me nervous. Oh man, I'm on horse again. I guess that's better than the alternative, because I did decent on the horseback last time. So I think if I draw most of their attention away, that's probably a good thing, because our team seems to be awful at, doing anything. Hey, we're actually not losing right off the bat. I love stabbing people at slow speeds with the spear on a horse. This looks so stupid. Alright, our team's actually making up for last round. I like that. Oh, take your horse down. Oh, come on. Horse is still up. With these guys, I just always prefer taking their horse down because it makes hunting them down later just so much easier. Just makes the tournaments go over faster. And our guys should be able to take this guy out, but I'm just going to go and stab him just because. Alright. Well, our team didn't suck that round, at least too bad. So we're going up against the other champion. Who is this? Can we see who this is? So going up against Alexia. I have no idea who this is. Alright, sword and shield. Good way to do combat here. I feel much better about this. Although she does have actual armor on, which is bad for me because I don't. Oh, jeez. Whew, okay. Alexia. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She's pretty decent. Not bad. Alright. This guy was the only guy on our team pulling his weight. He survived every round, and I'm not going to lie. He's got some frickin' heavy armor on. Now, assuming it slows him down just a little bit. Okay, whew. Yeah, that slowed him down just a little bit. That heavy armor was just a little bit weighing on him, so it actually helped us win that one. Not an easy win, but still a win. 6 for now, which is amazing still. And a new helmet, which is better than the stupid little leather thing we're wearing. But how much better? 10 better. Good. And we look ridiculous. Oh, this armor in this game is ridiculous. Now, hold on. I want to give Sylvian this headpiece. I really like her little brown hat, though. I don't want to take that away from her, but she needs to live. You need to stop dying, lady. So we're going to give that to you. I think she's like been taken down in almost every single fight we've been in, I just feel bad because there's really no reason for it. Just bad luck. Okay, so here's the thing. We are quite far from where I actually want to be doing quests. I kind of just traveled around this area because I was just kind of led this way by doing other quests. But I think we're going to head back towards Legata now. That is our general area we want to kind of stay. So I'm going to head back that way to keep doing quests over there. And I could take the route over this way, kind of on the right-hand side here. But I'm actually going to go towards Rotea first, because that's where our brothers are. I just kind of want to check in with them and see how they're doing, because I haven't actually seen them in a while. It looks like Oscar's party's right here, so let's see what he's up to. Oh, he's got 18 people. All right, let's take a look and see what Oscar's running around with. Oh, he's got himself some decent people. Not bad. Nothing amazing. He's got 8 recruits, where are you finding recruits? I've been trying to find recruits. Should I steal some recruits? No, you know what? He's doing a good job. We're just going to let him be. Good job. And look at that. We hit the gold mine. Rotea has a ton of troops, and we're going to get all of them. That is about time. That is a long time coming. Go ahead and sell our stuff here that we don't need. A simple scimitar. I do like scimitars. I'm going to take that. I was going to say, I haven't been using the spear lately, so maybe it'd be a good idea to get rid of the spear and actually take on a sword and a shield. It might be a good idea. I'm going to try the scimitar and see if I like it. I've been having really bad luck with the two-handed sword on horseback, so maybe the scimitar will be a little bit better. Okay, so we have 45 troops now. Let's take a look at our speed and stuff. So we're moving at 4.8. That's respectable still, and that's including missing 0.46 from the snow. And we're about to leave the snow, hopefully. Well, hopefully. Now that we've gotten a whole bunch of troops, let's talk about the role play. And we're at that point in the video where we're going to discuss our future headings. So we are nearing 50 troops at this point, and that's been my goal for a little while now. Just kind of off screen, I've been thinking about what I want to do, and I was thinking of getting around 50 or so units trained up. So we're probably going to be collecting a few more units as we go along, but I want to get about 50 units trained up to at least maybe tier 3, maybe tier 4 if we can actually push it that far. And then I believe it's time to join a faction as a mercenary. Now for our roleplay, we don't have a lot of large scale combat experience. We need to get that, and a good way to do that is to do it safely. Now, we obviously don't want to go in with a bunch of recruits and waste all of our time and everybody else's time by kind of floundering around on the battlefield. So I think if we get a kind of smaller elite group going, I'm thinking with having 50 units, we could probably get about 15 or 20 of those to be pretty high tier. That way, when we're in combat with an enemy lord, or if we join up with an ally against an enemy lord, we can at least do something. And that comes with a very big caveat, and that is that our family members, our companions, and us included, are going to be a pretty big drag down on our party. We have very low combat skills compared to even the most basic units, and that's just because of the way we started, and that is by design for the roleplay. We are essentially recruits. That is essentially our skill level, and it's going to stay that way for quite some time. I do get into smaller fights with bandits and stuff, and I do send just our companions in to raise up their combat skills, and it is working. Their skills are leveling up pretty quickly. We are just still in the very low levels of combat training. And eventually that will change. And part of how we're going to change that is by getting better gear. And things like the tournaments are helping with that. We are slowly collecting some better gear that way. But I'm also going to do something that is going to make a lot of people mad. I'm going to do smithing. Now, before everybody freaks out and types paragraphs upon paragraphs of why they hate smithing and they think it's cheating and exploiting and all that stuff, let me make something very clear. I disagree 100% with all of the arguments against smithing. I think it's a fantastic way to help people save time and offset some of the tedium that this game has inherently. Now, if you watched the miniseries or paid attention to the community tab on YouTube, you'll know that I had never done any smithing up until this series. I spent some time to test it and see how I like it and see if I thought it was balanced enough, and I gotta say, it's fantastic. It's not perfect, but there's enough time commitment and there's enough resource commitment that honestly I think it's perfectly fine for most campaigns, this one included. Now, I will limit myself in quite a few ways just to make sure I don't go overboard and end up with tens of millions of dinars early on in the campaign. But we'll cover all that when we get to that point. All I wanted to say is I'm going to be using smithing, and in the near future, I'm probably going to spend a little bit of time to get some smithing done and get our people just a little bit better weapons than what they're carrying. They're all still carrying tier 2 weapons, I believe it is, nothing higher unless we've got it from an arena match. And then the final thing I want to bring up is that we're going to start having some of our other companions and family members joining us. Like I mentioned in the very beginning, we do have other people waiting to join our party. And in the next episode, we're going to do some kind of cutscene type things to introduce the new people. As I mentioned in the very beginning, I want to make this a roleplay series, and we've kind of left that pretty lighthearted at the moment. The only thing we've really covered is that we're doing stuff kind of in the background with it, and that's going to start coming up now that we're starting to slowly approach the mid-game, sort of. We're still very early in the game, but we're close enough to the mid-game where I'm going to start adding in some of the more roleplay elements. The new people that are going to be joining the game are just like our current people. They're going to start off with extremely low stats, so probably like level 3 or 4 to start off with, so they're not going to start off at level 1, but just a little bit further on. And that's because they're all going to have a role to play just like everyone else. But it'll be a good chance for us to explore our backgrounds and kind of some of the more like intimate roleplay details that I'm actually kind of playing by, just not necessarily showing to you guys immediately. But that's going to do it for today. In the next episode, or when we come back, I will have done some training with our people. I'll maybe show a couple of clips just kind of showing some of the cool fights if we get in any big ones, but I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of smaller fights because the only bandits I've been finding have been groups of like 4 or 5, so we'll see how that goes. But when we come back, we are going to explore becoming a mercenary with one of the larger factions. Now, you guys all voted for Britannia as part of the story that you guys originally wanted, so I might do that just for the sake of, kind of staying true to your guys' original vote, even though I've changed the roleplay up a bit. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.